Well, they set that play up pretty effectively, just misfired on the shot attempt.
Meta world peace starts with a 3. He's averaging under 5 points a game. How about this?
He can't get all the way to the rim. That's one of the shots that he's really going to have to look to improve on.
I got it. You take it. Here comes Derek Fisher all the way to ride it and score. So the two guys we talked about that need to produce offensively. Utah on January the 25th. He has not started any kind of rehab in that regard, basketball-wise. And a great start for the Lakers as they feed the beast to Andrew Bynum, who is coming off of a horrible game the other day.
Readable from a defensive standpoint as to what he's going to do. Like to see him change up, go quick, be powerful. Smaller players, you can just take your time and overpower them.
Andrew coming off of that 1-for-8 game. 2 in a row for Calderon. Yep. Well, you talked about it, Stu. You like him as a scorer. He's known as a guy that can really pass the basketball
in a hole.
How about this? 4 Lakers have scored. The only one who hasn't? Kobe. That's pretty good news. Oh, good pass underneath. Score. Give the assist to James Johnson in the basket to Aaron Gray.
Effective because he knows how to use that big body.
Out of Pittsburgh, Aaron Gray, 7 feet, 270. 50 underneath. Jam it home, Andrew Bynum.
The last
game against the Celtics. At 25 against the Bucks on Wednesday. Rising in scoring is Derek Fisher. It's an offensive Laker juggernaut right now. Nearly 80% from the floor in field goal shooting wise. Play finds an open Barnes for 3. Lakers red hot right now. 8 for 10 and blowing them out.
Bounce pass between the 2 defenders. Andrew gets the dunk.
As good a start as the Lakers have had this year. It's 22-6. Calderon's their only offense.
And somebody better defend him.
6 straight field goal attempts. They're 9 for 11 so far in the game. Kobe trying to work on Johnson, who's their best defender. 6'9", 240. Over Johnson. I don't care if you're best defender on the opposition. I'm going to score. Just stunned. Obviously a lot of purple and gold in it. That one's knocked away and stolen by DeRozan. Calderon again. Ball taken away. Lakers have the worst steals to turnover ratio in the league. And at the other end, the Raptors miss again. They're just 5 for 19. Barnes, very athletic, and Powell has the tip-in foul.
That was some save by Matt Barnes because the pass from Steve Blake was a little low. Trying to get it to Steve Blake, just about turned it over again.
Gowlock. Got it. That's fresh snow from the corner for Andrew, who's seen his minutes diminish since Steve Blake has come back. Out of the box on the key, it goes to Kobe. Kobe loses it. Will get it back, though, and fire away. Andrew Bynum, that should count. And it does.
Well, they'll review it, but I tell you something, that was very, very fortunate in the first quarter this year, as Andrew's right on the spot, out of his hands before the lights come on.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's not here yet. He was their #1 pick this past draft. He's a big guy, 7 feet, that would certainly shore up the middle. That's getting burned right now. On the outside, can't work around him. Carter's obviously not shy shooting the basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Clays has got to go, and he does underneath and scores. With a power move.
Very close to a traveling violation there. But
the 26 on the Lakers in a game last season. Gowlock, good move to create space and score.
Well, that last little crossover just froze the defender, and Gowlock looking very good.
New 3D court that they have here. Look at that. That's an optical illusion, obviously, just painted on, but it looks like Raptors is kind of on a board, and that's what it looks like when you get down and close.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like that. Wow. Even by the naked eye, by the human eye. If you just go up into the stands and look, it looks just like that.
I guess it was made for television then, because it doesn't look like that when you're here. Floor into the game now at center. They're looking for someone that can be a little bit more of a presence on the inside.
McGlory, the first ever Canadian player to play for this franchise. That's more what DeMar DeRozan can do. He can attack the basket, and he did it right there and scored through a couple of Lakers.
What makes 7 that it was currently sitting on?
So a nice revolving door right now for Mike Brown, getting a lot of bodies and fresh legs into the game here in the first half, and Meta World Peace is back in. Be in at the next whistle. Andrew energy, backing down. He's seeing single coverage. Will this be the second three of the game for Murphy? It is.
Well, Troy was spending a lot of time working on that exact shot from that exact spot.
Now shooting 60%, Stu, and holding the opposition under 40% again, 36%. Tied with Philadelphia for the best field goal percentage defense, but that hurts when Lennis Kleza goes untouched to the basket. It's just 5 minutes to play in the half. Calderon thought about it. That's a good move to get open and over Powell. Those two are very good buddies, by the way. And all of a sudden you look up, it's a 12-point game at 45-33. 15-15. Kobe has it now back out to Troy Murphy. Into Kobe. Working on DeRozan. Working hard. Here comes the double. Kobe comes. It goes. And he'll go to the line.
I have no idea how he got between those two defenders on the double team without traveling, I just don't understand how he gets the footwork to work at times. DeRozan shuts him off baseline. Kleza comes over, but allows him to get between them. When you double team in that scenario, green is so that you can either step out, switch, or do something other than let him get to the rim.
He came over last year from the Bulls at the trade deadline. Bryant working his magic over DeRozan, who's getting schooled right now by the... Could have been either or. Here's Bynum underneath working, and he has his shot blocked.
Jamal McClure, secondary defender on that play, came over and got a piece.
That's a dish under to McClure, who's hit two in a row. DeRozan got caught in the air a little bit. This year, all three of the big guys logged plenty of minutes. Underneath, Kleza can't get it. Somehow it goes to his teammate DeRozan. They've got 3 on the clock, so Kleza scores.
He had a nice open look at that one.
Posting his Meta World piece. Powell from a little bit further than normal, but he makes it.
Well, it's behind the three-point line.
Piece. Shot clock is at 11. Kobe Bryant goes around a Powell pick. Will launch one from 3.
Almost the same spot where Derek shot the air ball from three-point land. So
DeMar DeRozan, who played a lot with Kobe during the summer, during the lockout, forces his way in. McClure gets another rebound. Kleza, good pass. And a finish by James Johnson. So he missed them both. Johnson hustles into the front court. Johnson all the way. Wow. Went right past everybody. And that's not the way to end the half. Barnes will fling it towards the basket and blocked by Johnson. Toronto closes on an 11-4 run. So Powell got a look that he wanted. DeRozan again kicking it. Calderon got another one. That's been their offense.
Well, drive and kick, and Calderon has really been knocking the bottom out. So
29-4. Second, LeBron, 28.1. Calderon again. Heat check.
There's no heat check when you're 8 out of 11. He knows he's hot.
With Bynum already set up down in the post along with Powell. Kobe working isolated. Here comes the double. World Peace is open. MWP knocks one down.
Well, he really took
his money, but it's way long.
Somebody obviously opened the door at halftime on that end of the floor.
And there's a breeze outside. DeMar DeRozan scores. Did not get the whistle. Powell was fortunate maybe not to get a foul here in the third quarter. Lakers' biggest lead was 18. Look at start and stop by Blake, which created the situation for Powell to score.
Well, the Raptors extended their defense, went into a full court zone press. I think they're going to go man on this trip. Seemingly after they score, they go to their zone.
Kobe looking for double figures, and he gets it with his 10th and 11th points. He really had a scare, had a rapid heartbeat, so he missed a few weeks, and he's back in the lineup. Kobe knocks down a 3 from the outside. So Bryant.
One must have said something to Kobe. I'm talking about on the floor in the stands, because he's got that little sneer going again. And when he gets the sneer going, he becomes much more aggressive.
Calderon. Well, you have to respect that outside shot, so he took advantage of that and went off the dribble. And Jose Calderon scores, and it's back to 7. Off the Blake pass. Always looking, here comes the floater. No, it's out to Blake, 2 in a row from 3. That one with Carter in his face.
Now that one was a 3.
He was given more minutes. Now Barbosa with 5 on the clock's got to go. And he's going hard to the hole. Got it.
Did a good job of shooting it before Andrew Bynum could get there.
Right at the buzzer, Blake is not going to get there. So he hit 2 threes, but unfortunate as Barbosa ends the quarter with a layup. 3-point lead, that's it for the Lakers. Barbosa plays it for the tie. Gray rebound, scores! The 18-point lead is nearly evaporated completely. Clock. They're going to settle a 3, Gowlock, clanked it. Barely hit the rim. And here comes the floater. Got it!
The young man is fearless, though. He may shoot a bad shot, but he'll come right back with the next one.
Again, it's Klaiza. He's not shy either, is he?
Can't be shy in this game.
No, he can't.
No. Never pass the ball to a big.
Lob under, look out!
Running down the middle of the floor at beyond the 3-point line. You do it like Steve Blake did.
Operating Davis, that's right at his limit. And he scores. In and out and back in again.
Man must know his limitations.
That's in a week and a half. Here's Powell bumping and grinding. Kobe with DeRozan right in front of him. In there! Kobe Bryant.
That's not an easy shot. I don't care who you are.
We saved the Boston game a few days ago. Kobe isolated. Nobody's coming to help. So Kobe scores. One-on-one all day long.
If you leave any defender on that island with Kobe, he's not going to share the food and water with you. All he has to do is get his feet out of the paint and he's legal.
Gunned under to Davis. Scored. Good pass by Calderon. Really nice pass. Good pass. He's got 15 rebounds. 5 assists.
Trying to take the ball out of Klaiza's hand.
1-point game again. Under 5 minutes and a timeout.
Well, that
working. Aaron Gray's down low. He's going to reorchestrate with 7 on the clock. That's a deep one. Uh-oh. We're tied at 84. Last night when the Leafs got blown out 5-0. Here's Bryant. All the way. Can't score again. Look out. Here comes Toronto. 4-on-2. DeRozan. Davis. The Lakers trail for the first time in the game. And there's only 2.5 to play. Kobe. Baseline. Here it comes. Patented jumper. Not there. Andrew keeps it alive but throws it away.
This is where DeRozan is in his element in the open court.
Klaiza attacks. Lakers need a timeout. Timeout, Lakers.
They need more than a timeout. Why your production keeps going down as the game progresses on.
Andrew Bynum, by the way, has not really appeared, I was going to say, here in the second half until right there.
Well,
executive until then. Toronto's made their last 5. Make it 6. 6 in a row for the Raptors.
The year, the Lakers have to score on this possession.
With 1 minute to play and down by 4. Final game of the trip. Kobe, yes! Bryant, a huge 3. 1-point game under a minute to go.
A driving kick.
Klaiza's been taking the majority of these shots, and he gets it again. He's in trouble. Lakers good defense. Kobe stolen. Blake back to Kobe. Meta world peace for the lead.
What a play. What a play. Kobe with the steal and the assist as he runs down. Gives high fives to his teammates.
Still has 13 on the shot clock. Operating, pulling up Calderon. He's got it. Lakers trail. He's got 30 points. Rosen, who now backs off. Kobe looking for the basketball. He gets it. Kobe baseline jumper. Yes! 4.2 Lakers lead.
That's what that boy does. Hard just to get that one. And then, I mean, look at that jumper. That is nice.
And Lakers down the stretch, Stu, make 4 shots in a row. Kobe, his last 2, their best defender. Up by 2. It's into DeRozan. With 2 seconds, with 1. DeRozan! Lakers win it in Toronto.
Good job by Meta World Peace. Did a real good job. Forced the air ball. And really didn't even come close to making that last shot as World Peace all over him and forced him to take a off-balance, desperation shot. Why Calderon wasn't in that position is beyond me. I guess they wanted to make sure they had a good decision maker taking the ball out of bounds.